He summed it up in his Hall of Fame when he talked to me, and he said,
"You took care of me as though you were taking care of your little brother."
And when he said that, I said, that's exactly what we are. We're like brothers. It was such an honor and a privilege to block for him.
As a runner, I can do a lot of things. I can run you over. I can shake you down. I can run around you. I can go through you if I had to.
Aikman handoff, Smith up the middle, breaks a tackle. Emmitt Smith breaking a beheading tackle, touchdown Cowboy.
I was amazed at what he could do from a vision standpoint and a balance standpoint. Whether it's a hand or something that gets down and props him back up, or sometimes he doesn't even get his hand down, but he can contort his body in a way where he regains his balance and is up and running.
He's going to score! Oh, absolutely ridiculous.
And I don't think he ever got enough credit for his toughness. He was a tough runner. He didn't run out of bounds.
Emmitt Smith's determination was never on greater display than in the 1993 season finale against New York. The defending Super Bowl champion Cowboys needed a victory to clinch home field advantage for the NFC playoffs, when midway through the first quarter, Smith separated his shoulder.
He wants to go back in the game, but when you've got a bad shoulder, it affects everything you do. You're going to have shooting pain the rest of the game, and that's not even the part where you have a collision or you fall on it.
Every time I got hit, every time I hit the turf, all I could hear, just cracks just happening all in my chest and my shoulder. And tears are rolling out my eyes. I'm just trying to convince myself there's no pain, but I'm feeling all the pain.
He just kept fighting through it, and the stats that he put up, the numbers that he put up after that injury are unbelievable.
They'll never forget the day Emmitt Smith ran 32 times for 170 yards and caught 10 balls for 62 and did most of it with one arm.
For that same season of 1993, Smith was the NFL and Super Bowl MVP.
Aikman draw to Smith, tackled the breaks away to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Emmitt Smith.
In all, he won 3 Super Bowl rings and scored 175 career touchdowns, second in NFL history only to Jerry Rice's 208. These accomplishments are astounding, and yet they are only one portion of the mountain Emmitt Smith climbed during the greatest individual achievement of his career.
For Emmitt to walk into the NFL as a rookie and say, when I leave this game, I'm going to be the NFL's all-time leading rusher. That's a great goal to have, but that's Walter Payton's record.
And Emmitt Smith has just surpassed Tony Dorsett.
I think a lot of people felt that it was one of those records that was set and was going to last.
And Emmitt Smith has now passed Barry Sanders into second place on the NFL's all-time rushing list. It's a cloudy 67-degree day at Texas Stadium.
You're going to see some second and third effort, I think, out of him today. He desperately wants this record down.
It's not just any other Sunday. Emmitt Smith has eclipsed Walter Payton as the NFL's all-time rushing leader, and somewhere, sweetness is smiling.
To be there that day, there was such a sense of pride. And it was like when we hugged and embraced, it was, my little brother had done it.
We're about to add another member to our set right here, second running back to be revealed. He's the all-time leading rusher in the history of the National Football League. He is Emmitt Smith, the Cowboy and MVP of Super Bowl XXVIII. A member of the all-decade team of the 1990s, Emmitt Smith ran for an NFL record 18,355 yards in 226 career games. How are you, Emmitt? Good to see you here.
I'm good, Rich. How are you, man?
Well, I would love to say I'm as happy as you, but You're the one sitting next to Jim Brown, not only physically right here, but your plaques are right next to each other on the NFL 100 all-time team wall. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I mean, to be right here with the legend himself, man who inspires so many other players to come from behind him, and he paved the way for a lot of us. And whether it's passing the torch from him to Walter and then down the line, I mean, it's just so many great players that have come behind Jim, and he set the standard pretty high.
You know, it's really interesting. This used to be a running back league. I mean, when I was growing up.
It still is.
Well, okay, all right. Well, a couple of quarterbacks making some money out there.
When things get bad, y'all turn to the running game. Just calm things down, so it still is.
But don't you remember growing up, and it was the running backs that really were the star attraction in many ways in the National Football League. You know, our heroes were always running backs, I guess, back in the day.
Yeah. I'm truly enamored by the way that you can set up blocks and run the football on such a consistent basis. Tell us how you ran the ball. Just tell me what you saw.
To me, it's always about playing chess against a defensive player, trying to get the defensive player to be undisciplined. Force him to make a decision that's really not the right decision. And that is standing and pressing the line of scrimmage or pressing the run play as far as I can to get him out of position, to make him overcommit.
You're the one that I just marvel at the way you make the blocks for the linemen. Even if they're not good blocks, you make them good blocks and then find the space and get through it. And then, you know, you have such good pad level through the line of scrimmage that you're hard to tackle once you get your pads down.
I'm not 6 feet.
I know.
I'm only 5'9.5", and when I'm running, I'm about 5'6". So I shrink.
What did you think of the way he ran, Jim?
This guy's a warrior, man. That attitude, that mental attitude that you must have to be really great. But he was the epitome of that. Because he always had to probably hear being not as large as someone else, or maybe not as fast as someone else, but that determination, unbelievable. He's always got to move, some kind of a move to continue the play. And it's so valuable because, you know, you look at his size, and he's kidding about not being 6'4". He didn't need all of that. He used that size and every doggone thing else to be able to gain yards.
Hello, this is headquarters.
Hey, baby, what's happening?